Big Ed became an overnight sensation when he went on 90 Day Fiancé and stole the hearts of millions of fans around the world. He has also become an inspiration to many people with disabilities, but actually, not everything about his life is filled with brightness. Like most people, Big Ed has a difficult past, especially with his condition, and we want to highlight them today. Welcome to Reality Drama, and this is the terrible past of Big Ed. If you like the video, hit that like button, we truly appreciate it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to stay in the know with reality drama. Let's start with the sexual assault allegations. Lorelei Clemens, then 24 years old, accused Big Ed of sexually assaulting her while she was interning at his workplace. She claims that a lot of the sexual harassment came from verbal, text, and at the office. According to Lorelei, she didn't know she was being manipulated by Big Ed and ended up in the hospital in an incident with him. Big Ed has yet to confirm or deny these allegations though, as he has spent the majority of his newfound stardom talking about how he's moving on from his breakup with Rosemary. Next, let's move on to the syndrome that Big Ed is suffering. KLIPPEL syndrome, also known as KFL, is a syndrome that Big Ed had since birth, which is a condition affecting the development of the bones in the spine. People with KFS are born with abnormal fusion of at least 2 spinal bones in the neck. Common features may include a short neck, low hairline at the back of the head, and restricted movement of the upper spine. Even though he suffers with this disability, Big Ed continues to inspire others, and many have reached out to him. Despite having it rough growing up with the syndrome, he creates content on social media on how to live with it. But like we said, growing up with the syndrome is rough, and with his awkward stature, he was actually bullied most of his life. Because Big Ed grew up with the syndrome, he ended up having a shorter figure with no visible neck. This led to many kids teasing him as a child, calling him Shorty, Humpty Dumpty, Hunchback, and even Necklace. This lowered his self-esteem, and he had trouble motivating himself every day to go to school. In the end, he did concentrate on working out and being in the best shape he could be. Even with his condition, he still managed to get married and have a daughter. If you're liking the episode so far, let us know by hitting that like button. It really helps us out. And don't forget to subscribe to stay up to date with us. Lastly, comment down below what did you like or hate the most about Big Ed during his time with the 90 Day Fiancé reality show. Moving on, like we said, Big Ed did get married and had a child, but it only lasted for 2 years. Before Big Ed got onto the show and became a sensation, he was actually married for 2 years and had 1 daughter. The problem was Big Ed is a professional photographer working with models on a daily basis. This led to his infidelity, which caused the divorce. It took Big Ed 30 years to find love again, which was supposed to be Rosemary from the Philippines. Sadly, that didn't work out either, but in his latest video, he assured fans that he was actually doing okay. Speaking of which, Big Ed actually has a very close relationship with his daughter Tiffany even after the divorce. But things did hit rock bottom with their relationship when Tiffany found out that her father is dating someone more than 30 years younger than him. Even worse, he is dating someone 3 years younger than her. This led to things becoming very uncomfortable with the both of them, and Tiffany had a hard time accepting it. Much to her relief, Big Ed and Rosemary broke up, and their father-daughter relationship is slowly repairing itself. The last thing we want to share about Big Ed is even though Rose and Big Ed may not be a couple anymore, their romance actually evolved into a feud. The producers of the 90 Day Fiancé TLC actually paid Big Ed for his participation in the show, but Rose didn't get a penny. This angered fans all over the world as it implied that TLC gave Big Ed the option to share his earnings for being on the show but chose not to. Rosemary later on went on to post an angry video stating how he was just using her to become famous. Till today, Big Ed has not responded to these reports, but more and more people are pressuring him to come clean with this story. And that's all the time we have for you today. So there you have it, the terrible past of Big Ed. If you liked the video, let us know by hitting that like button. It really helps us out. And don't forget to subscribe to stay up to date with us. Lastly, comment down below, what did you like the most about Big Ed, or what did you hate the most about Big Ed? Are you still a fan of him, or are you against him? Let us know in the comments below. For more awesome episodes like this, click on the videos on your screen. Thank you so much for watching, and we hope to see you again soon.